Capricorn, this is your daily tarot, or not the, God, this is not your daily tarot card. This is your weekly for, this is your weekly for November 16th through the 22nd. I haven't done that with anybody else. So I don't know why that happened with you. It almost feels like you're hiding, like you may be trying to hide some of this energy or hide some of your input, hide who you are right now, hide how it is that you're changing or how you're planning on handling things. For your general energy this week, we've got the Nine of Swords. Are you stressed out about something? Are you facing regret or dealing with sleep issues? Are you trying to hide from trauma, but also your subconscious is trying to make you face it? What have you been worried about? What have you been fearing was going to happen? Have you been fearing that somebody was going to randomly show up in your life and you're going to have to deal with them? That you may have to deal with whatever it is that they bring with them? What anxiety are you dealing with right now? Is there a different way you can deal with it? I don't know why after Libra, everybody is a question, question hoarder. Like, why are you making these decisions? And I don't know. I think a lot of that has to do with the energy that we're coming into this week, Capricorn, where we're going from the Scorpio energy, the deep water, the deep emotions, the deeply seated influences in our lives to the to Sagittarius, where things are moving like wildfire, where you're making decisions and you may not care about the ramifications of those decisions. But for your love card this week, this is all kinds of relationships. Your romantic, your familial, your friends, your long-term acquaintances, blah, 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 and friends and family. You could find that you are in competition with someone and you didn't even know that you were in competition with them. It's likely that this is coming to light because of somebody else's decisions, somebody else's choices, and you're trying to say, hey, wait a minute, I'm a part of this too, and it could end up throwing you into some disagreements. You may have to question whether or not you really want to be a part of this conflict and if it's worth it long term. Are you causing yourself a bunch of headache that you don't need? And is there something you've been overlooking, or have you just been kept out of the loop? It's likely somebody is changing their mind about what relationship they're going to be in, but somehow this affects you. I don't think it's a relationship with you. It's almost as though there's someone that's just like a child that's deciding to run off and get married, and you're like, oh, hold on, wait a minute. I have issue with that. I have issue with them. What are you doing financially? Because you are a money card, or you are a money sign, Capricorn, and someone may not be willing to deal with your opinion. And that's going to cause a bunch of tension in your life. So don't be afraid to ask the question, do you really need to give your opinion about this? And what are you going to get out of it by doing it, by giving your opinion, by involving yourself with this? It may not be your fight. For money this week, Capricorn, we have the Fool in the reverse. You may be tempted to drop everything and move on. As much as you may have been holding back lately, it's maybe time for you to take the dive. Take the jump. In a different direction, though. If you feel like you have been held back or kind of pulled back from taking a risk, there's a reason. And I think that time has given you... I think you see the fallibility in that first choice that you had. And now you see a different path, a different direction for you to go in, and research it more. Research this new idea a little bit more. It seems like it's too convenient, and there's a reason why it's too convenient. For your underlying energy this week, Capricorn, we have the infamous Two of Swords, because You could be holding up these ideas, these communications, holding people to their word, and realizing that you're the only one that's holding them to their word. They're not following through with their idea, with their plan. They just kind of gave you an idea to handle and keep you busy, and they went off and did something completely different. Now, there could also be the chance that you are cutting somebody off this week because you've been blind to what they've been doing with the assistance you've been giving them, and it has you in this position where you cut them off or you do nothing, and isn't that really the same thing? You could find that these difficult decisions run into next week. However, you may find that you already made up your mind this week. It's just kind of waiting for them to fall in line with what it is that you expect them to do, even if it's to their not to their benefit. So, for your Midnight Oracle card this week, we've got hopefully a different card. Some questions that you can ask yourself if you feel like you are stagnating or you don't know why things are going this way. The Guardian Flame. Card number 35. You could be dealing with someone that is 35. You could be 35 yourself, and with the Guardian Flame, we have to ask ourselves, what passions fuel your actions? Are they aligned with your purpose, or are they burning uncontrolled? So right back into that energy of somebody else coming in and deciding they're going to do what they want and go completely off script, do something that you do not expect them to do, or something you advise them against doing, and they may end up just falling into going against anything you say. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happens this week. How much of this is really your problem, and are you going to be willing to help them clean up the mess? Deal with the fallout. Alright guys, thank you. Please be sure to tune into What the Hell. It is episode 11, and I will see you there.